Hey there, baseball fans. So now these are some baseball talk about the Oakland A's. Now the season's about to start very soon, and I'm sorry if I haven't made a video in a while. I've lost my voice a little, so bear with me there. So some things to say about the A's. This offseason was a lot of gambles, and signing Ben Sheets to a fat contract. He hasn't done much in spring training. We have not seen much from Justin Dukeshire yet. Those two have been rocked, but we all know that they have tremendous upside. A lot of this offseason was also pulling Moneyball stunts, trading for guys to save money. There was an acquisition when we traded our guy named Jeff Gray and a few prospects to the Cubs for Jake Fox and Aaron Miles. Later, Aaron Miles has a fat contract. We trade him to the Reds for Willie Tavares and Rosales, which we dumped Tavares instantly for money reasons. So rather awkward moves this offseason. But Billy Beane, we know that he saves money, and some people wish they had him as the GM. Moneyball has been criticized either way, but we'll see what the A's do. They got a lot of upside still when it comes to the pitching staff. You can only take them as far as the A's can go, because Dukeshire, Ben Sheets, there's also Trevor Cahill, Brett Anderson, who he came on the radar late in the season despite his record. Brett Anderson will be very key, and I think Gio Gonzalez, Vin Mazzaro, Dallas Braden, those starters, they're all fighting for that fifth spot. I'm not sure who will fall for it, but Braden and Brett Anderson for sure will be on the starting lineup. That fifth spot is still up for grabs. I wonder what the acquisition of Jake Fox will do. He's a power hitter, supposed to be a DH, but we also have Jack Cust on the bench as well. I've heard upsides from this guy because he's a National League hitter, but we'll see what he does in the American League. The infield will be solid. Billy Beane hired a lot of defense. We have Derek Barton at first, Mark Ellis at second base, shortstop is Cliff Pennington, and then at third base is Kevin Kuzminoff, who we acquired from the Padres. We traded Hairston and a couple other guys for Kevin Kuzminoff, and that fills that void of defense. We do need Eric Chavez is expected to be a utility player, as well as possibly a DH. I'm not sure if they're going to use his power. We'll see. In the outfield, we still have Ryan Sweeney, Rajai Davis, and we signed Coco Crisp, who's another defensive player. So defense is a big key to Billy Beane or value because of acquiring Crisp and Kuzminoff. We also traded the guy we acquired in Matt Holliday's trade, Brett Wallace. He was the hitter, but he did not have any defensive abilities. So we traded him for a guy named Michael Taylor in the outfield. We might see him come up this offseason. He's a five-tool player, so let's hope that he pans out. The middle relief will be a big question, and I'm really concerned about the middle relief this coming fall. But if pitching and defense will be key and we manufacture our runs, that I really hope to see some improvement this season. The A's are planning to win in 2011. That's pretty much what Billy Beane is doing. A lot of money saving, but a little bit of winning here and there he's trying to get with Ben Sheets. So we'll find out what the A's do, but I don't see a big outcome from the A's this year specifically. Maybe they'll shock us all, but there isn't a whole lot of optimism from my perspective. Now, a few bonuses for those of you who are still watching this video. I want to make some brief predictions in the division. For each division, that is. For the AL West, I'm going to say the Angels will win it. However, the Mariners and Rangers will both contend. I think, the Mariners made some offseason moves, getting Chone Figgins, Cliff Lee. The Rangers got Vladimir Guerrero. So, we'll find out what the Rangers do in the second half, but I still say the Angels because of their coaching, despite all the losses. In the AL Central, I'm going to make a bold statement with the White Sox. I think Mark Buehrle is going to come out. Alex Rios will have might emerge despite his numbers last year. And I also think Jake Peavy will emerge. For the AL East, I'm going to say the Yankees. I know that's boring, but it's predictable with what they have on their roster. Yankees suck, by the way. For the National League East, I'm going to say the Philadelphia Phillies, but the Braves, Marlins, and Mets, I think, could all jump in there because the Braves and Marlins, specifically last season, came out of nowhere, and they really had some winning records at the end. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Braves or Marlins come out. For the Central, the NL Central, I'm going to say the Cardinals barely, but I think the Cincinnati Reds pitching staff can carry them. Because their pitching was solid. They just couldn't play well in the second half. But I really think the Reds can contend there. And then for the NL West, I'm going to say the San Francisco Giants. As much as I hate to say that, their pitching is too solid, and the Dodgers are going to fall back down to earth. There's really not much in their pitching that they did this offseason, outside of getting Vincente Padilla. I do think the Rockies might contend. They might pull out some stunts, maybe the Diamondbacks, but in the end, the Giants are the obvious favorite right now. So let's go Oakland, and let's hope this baseball season will be a little better than last year, because last year was the first time seeing the A's as a cellar team. I never seen them start so badly. They'd always at least could be competitive until the All-Star break. Let's go A's. And one final thought is, if Bob Guerin makes more mistakes, like putting in the wrong pitcher he did a few seasons before, I really want him gone. I mean, fans alike want Bob Guerin fired, but unfortunately Billy Beane won't. You won't see many A's videos this season. There'll be a mid-season report and a postseason report, and maybe a little bit of talk if there's a trade or if there's a big acquisition made, but other than that, you might see game clips. Let's go A's, and let's keep it competitive, okay? Make it interesting. We'll see you guys later.